Hey guys, this is Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA, July the 25th, 2017. And I'm going to do a quick review of a complete review, or good as I can, of my Dometic CF-18 compressor 12 volt refrigerator. I've been camping using this refrigerator for about 7 weeks, and it works very well. I run it from a ZAMP solar panel. I've got a 120 watt solar panel. It's a ZAMP suitcase portable that charges an AGM 110 amp battery, which provides the power for the refrigerator. Okay, and the way that works is this refrigerator comes with a power cord that is, it has a little cigarette lighter adapter on one end right here. See that? That's it. It doesn't come with any other adapter, at least mine didn't. And it's a fairly long cord. The cord's about 7 feet long, so you've got plenty of, you can move it around quite a bit. The cord plugs in right here, okay? And then you've got some adjustments. You've got high and low. I've got mine on low. There's a reason for that. It basically means how much it'll drain the battery. I put mine on low so that it wouldn't drain the battery very much. Now, as far as this little dial right here, it's like a rheostat. You go from cold here on the left all the way over to freeze. If you turn it all the way over, this refrigerator becomes just a freezer. It will freeze everything. Right here at this level where I've got it, which is about a little more than a quarter of the way, at that level right there, it will keep the inside of that refrigerator at 39 degrees when the outside temperature is in the mid-80s. Okay, at that level right there. You can also adjust it if you want it cooler or warmer or whatever. Now, as far as how many amps does this thing use, it uses an average of about a little over, maybe an average of 1 amp per hour. Whenever the compressor is running, it'll use between 2 and 3 amps per hour, in that range. I never was able to measure it exactly, but it never got over 3, but it was around 2 most of the time. And so in a 24-hour period, you're probably going to use approximately 20 to 25 amps of energy. All right, so that'll give you an idea how much battery, what your battery level is going to have to be to keep this thing going all night. Now, the next thing you can do is, and I did it, is when I was traveling camping from one location to another, rather than having the refrigerator just sitting in the back of the truck, because I was camping in a pickup with a camper top, I would take the refrigerator and put it in the front floorboard of my truck, and then plug the cigarette lighter adapter into the cigarette lighter in the truck, so that I was running the refrigerator using the truck battery as I'm traveling and saving the AGM battery for the evening and nighttime. Of course, I stayed 2 or 3 days at campsites in a row, but of course I had the solar, and I was in an area where I got plenty of sunlight, average about 5 hours a day, and it was charging an average of about 7 amps per hour into the battery. So we were good. I never had any issues with the battery at all. And this thing is very quiet. I had it in the camping camper top with me. I was sleeping on the left side of the pickup bed, and on the right hand side was the refrigerator, and I had it running all night. You can hardly hear it. Okay, it's very, very, very quiet. In fact, and it only cuts on a few times during the night, so you don't even notice it. Now, another thing I did buy also, I bought me a converter that's called a Nature Power. And what this thing does is you can, if you're staying in a motel room, which I did occasionally, you can plug this into a 110 wall outlet, and then it has a cigarette lighter adapted to it. So it's converting 110 to 12 volts basically, and it's got 5 amp. It'll handle up to 5.8 amps. And so that's double what this thing could possibly draw, so that works real good. Now, as far as the size, I'll give you the size specs on it right now. You just have to bear with me while I get my tape measure in order here. Okay, here we go. Now, these are going to be the inside measurements, and you'll see it right there. It's about 14 inches wide, okay, that way. See right here? That's 14 inches. And then we go the other way, and that's approximately 8 inches there. And then it's got two different compartments. Got one on the right over here, and it's a little shallower because the compressor is under this compartment right here. And so this one is about 7.5 inches deep. And what wide? That compartment is about 7, well, not quite, yeah, about 7 wide. So 7 deep by 7 wide in that compartment. And then this one over here is 13.5 approx deep, and over width about 7 inches. So now, how does that compute into storage? Well, for me, camping for 7 weeks, it was very adequate because I drink a little beer at Beer 30, and I'll show you. Let me get a beer here. I should give you the, well, you can see the dimensions. Okay. But anyway, this is a 16-ounce Miller Lite beer, okay? And I'll put one down here. That's how much space that takes up. So you could get, you can get 6 of those right in that area, and then you can put your stuff on top, and then you got room over here for other stuff. I found it more than adequate for one person. I could carry about 3 days worth of food, maybe 4 if I stretched it, because the only thing I really needed to keep cool was some of my breakfast stuff, because I like berries and fruits and berries and yogurt and stuff for breakfast. But overall, I would give it a 10. I mean, it's a great little refrigerator. I had no problems with it at all. Of course, now I've got it stored until I go back on the road again. And that's the way that is. So you guys that are looking for a 12-volt refrigerator, a good one is this Dometic. And again, the model number on this one is CF-18. CF-18. And it's pretty highly rated. I would give it 5 stars. It's quiet. It's very energy efficient. It doesn't draw much at all. I mean, as far now, whether you could leave it in your car plugged in overnight, I don't know. Now this thing has a cutoff. It won't drain your battery down completely. It has a cutoff, but I don't know at what level. Supposedly it'll leave you enough. It'll leave you enough to start your car. So whether that's true or not, I don't know. But in the instructions it says it's got the cutoff feature that will not drain a battery, whether it's the AGM or the car battery, doesn't matter. So, but anyway, with this setup right here, of course, it's got the cigarette lighter adapter that comes with it, so you're good to go on that. But if you're going to run it at home, or you want to run it while you're in a motel, you're going to need this converter that converts 110 to 12 volt, and that costs about $30. The refrigerator costs about $400 in that range. And but it's a good one. So you can get it at Amazon. I'm sure you can find used ones somewhere at eBay or somewhere. But again, if you're going camping or you're just driving down the highway traveling a lot and you want to keep something cool while you're driving, so you don't have to eat out so much, I think this is a hell of a deal. But anyway, having said that, guys, check out the Dometic CF-18 12-volt refrigerator. Adios. Bye-bye from Central Texas, USA. Buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. A gallon a day will not hurt you. You won't get gout or kidney stones if you drink that much. And you may pee a lot. And also take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose deeply. Hold it and then breathe out through your mouth. Why? Because that relieves stress. And relieving stress will keep you healthy because it lowers your blood pressure. And that's 2 little simple things you can do, and you don't have to go to the doctor to find that out. And then stretch, walk, eat right, eat less, and you're good to go. So anyway, guys, adios amigos. Bye-bye.